Once again, you can hold your applause. It seems like we start every year with that. I don't know what the trend is, but this is the 13th edition that the Barn Door Players have performed in association with the EA Arnim Fundraiser. And they've all been a hoot. And I think tonight will be no different. Tonight's performance is 4 acts, and the acts are rather seamless, or they are seamless actually. We'll only make a few changes to the stage, and then we'll go off running. So it'll go rather quickly. Tonight's play is called Money, Greed, and Bullfrogs. The money and the greed make sense, and they pretty much go together. It's the bullfrogs that are going to throw you. That's all I've got. You applaud louder when I'm leaving than when I come on. Enjoy, and I'll see you on the other end.
Ladies and gentlemen, the old ship is sinking, but not to fear. Help is on the way. Act 1.
In 1920, Flatonia was a peaceful little community. Folks conducted their business in a friendly and neighborly manner. Children were entertained by simple measures, and families gathered around the dinner table each night without the interruption or distraction of any electronic devices. That's not to imply everything was perfect in Flatonia in 1920, because problems did exist. And if one of those dark clouds landed on your shoulder, folks would do nearly anything to brush it aside, even if it meant wearing a life preserver. So goes the story of money, greed, and bullfrogs.
Mrs. Barnum! Oh, Mrs. Barnum, would you please come here?
Yes, Mr. Barnum. How may I assist you? Oh, my goodness, your face is as red as a beet. What's the matter with you?
Please don't try to distract me, Mrs. Barnum. We must talk, and we must talk right now.
I'm all ears, Mr. Barnum. Talk away.
We have a serious problem on our hands.
Oh, a serious problem. Are you serious?
Please, Mrs. Barnum, this is...
Stop right there, Mr. E.A. Barnum. We have been married for 26 years, and you still insist that I call you Mr. Barnum, and you call me Mrs. Barnum. For heaven's sakes, when can I start to call you Edward, and you call me Pauline? Is there something that I'm missing here?
What would people think?
Oh, well, for starters, they might think we're normal.
This isn't the time nor the place for this conversation, Mrs. Barnum. This is the time for us to be diligent. It's the time to roll up our sleeves and, well, go to war.
Oh, war! Who are we going to war with? Has there been a farmers' uprising over in Moulton or a border dispute in Schulenburg? Mr. Barnum, who are we fighting
This is what we're fighting. This is our bottom line. But actually, if you look closely, there is no bottom line because there is no money. Zero, nada, nixed. We are losing the battle of the bottom line. Our ship is sinking, Mrs. Barnum, and we have no life preservers.
Mr. Barnum, don't get so worked up over this. You have been preaching that ship-sinking sermon for as long as we've had this mercantile open. I think you just need a long vacation. I know. 3 or 4 weeks down in Houston with Mama would loosen you up and kill everyone else. Yeah.
Oh, I think I'd rather go down with the sinking ship.
Pardon me. What did you just say? I must have misunderstood those words. Say it one more time, and say it slowly.
Well, it's just like this. What I was recalling was that just before you came in, I spilled some water exactly where you were standing, and I was afraid you might go down with the sinking ship. Oh, for heaven's sakes, do come in.
The mayor's here, and he insists on seeing both of you immediately.
Tell him to wait. He's only the mayor.
No.
Tell him we'll be with him shortly.
No, he wants to see you right now. I've never seen him so worked up. He said he'd break that door down with his bare hands if he had to.
Break his door down. Well, Mr. Barnum, what could be the matter?
I don't have the slightest idea. Amy, bring him in, but you stay here with us in case we need a witness. Now go fetch him.
Mr. Barnum, he's really angry. Please don't make me go out there alone.
Amy, get control of yourself. Granted, he is a fearful man. However, Mrs. Barnum and I will be right here in case you need help. Now go bring him in.
He's here.
Morning, Miss Barnum.
Good morning.
DA, how are you?
Mayor?
By the way, there's something I wanted to talk to you about.
Yes, go on. Mr. Mayor, with all due respect, we were told that you had some important business to discuss with Mrs. Barnum and myself.
He's right, Mr. Mayor. We were discussing our battle strategy and gathering our troops, and we stopped just so we could hear what you had to tell us. So, what is it? What's the big news?
Your what? Battle strategy, troops? Did I miss something?
Yeah, I think you missed something, all right. And I think it started when you were born. Mr. Mayor, what you need is to go visit Mrs. Barnum's mother in Houston. There you can rest, relax, and have a pleasant conversation with the dear widowed Mrs. McDowell.
Leave Flatonia? Are you serious? You think I would leave town when we have the opportunity of releasing our oil in Flatonia? And in the whole United States of America and possibly the whole wide world?
Wait. Did you say that Flatonia could be a leading oil producer? How can that be?
Easy. You poke a hole in the ground and what comes up is what some people call black gold. I call it green money.
So are you saying there's oil beneath Flatonia? Oil right below where I'm standing?
Not exactly, but within shouting distance. Yes, sir, right out of town, there's fortunes to be made.
And how can one get in line for these fortunes?
Hey, can anybody get rich? Say someone in a black dress. Can she get rich?
Anybody, you, me, her, anybody can stake a claim and get rich. It's like the bank passing out free money.
Do go on.
There's two fine fellows that came to town and formed the Flatonia Oil Prospect Company. They bought 100 acres of land and are looking for investors so they can begin drilling.
Well, how do these strangers propose finding the oil?
They smell it. They're 100% certified oilmen. They can smell oil underneath the ground, just like a hound smells a rabbit. They guarantee there's oil on this property.
How do we get a piece of the pie?
They'll sell you 1 acre for $50, and you'll own every drop of oil coming from that parcel.
So, these fine gentlemen, what would their names be?
Earl Perkins and Cleotis Vincent. Now, Cleotis, he's the smart one. He's the one that smells oil. And the other one, he's the one that smells the money.
And you trust them?
I trust him all the way to the bank.
Oh, the bank.
Ladies and gentlemen, it appears good fortune has arrived in Flatonia. Act 2.
Oh, the joys of a pending fortune. How good does that feel? The excitement, anticipation, and the dreams. It's hard to imagine that soon so many Flatonia citizens won't have a worry in the world. And it's all because two kind-hearted strangers came to town to share their knowledge and wisdom in an effort to make the community a better place to live. Since the very beginning, Flatonia has been that kind of town. A town that is a welcoming oasis with her arms outstretched, always ready to embrace any and all who come her way. That's how it's done in Flatonia.
Earl, did you see the look on that mayor's face when I told him Flatonia could be the world's largest oil producer? I thought we was about to see a grown man cry.
Cleotis, he couldn't have been happier if you'd offered to pave that highway that runs smack dab down the middle of this town.
Don't be silly. You know it would be easier to herd 100 feral cats from here to Waco than it would be to get the state to fix one of them highways. But it don't matter. By the end of the week, we will be out of this town with our pockets stuffed with money.
I got a feeling about this one, Cleotis. This could be our biggest payday ever.
Yes, sir. I think you might be right. So, while we're waiting on the guys to get here, let's go over everything one more time. So, yesterday, I went to the county courthouse. I bought 100 acres of land at a tax settlement sale. I paid 50 cents an acre.
Well, I got all the geological maps. They're the same ones we used when we were up near Waco, near Beaumont.
There, too?
Yeah, all I did was color in a little more oil and change the name to Flatonia.
And we're good on the price, right?
Yep, $50 per 1 acre section. At that price, we'll be rolling in dough.
When is Dusty, Rusty, and Oliver getting here, by the way?
They ought to be here any minute now.
You know, I don't recall we have ever had 3 stranger characters working for us. Kind of makes you think there's something like arsenic in the local water or something.
I hear you. Yesterday, I was talking to the south end of a horse that was facing north, and I talked to that animal's tail for nearly 2 minutes before I realized it wasn't one of them.
I believe.
Oh, Dusty. that was
Howdy, I'm Dusty. Here's my brother Rusty, and that poor soul down there is Oliver. Well, we're here and we're ready to go to work.
That's right. You just tell us what you guys want done, and we here gonna take care of it. You'd be surprised at the brain power standing before you here today. We can pretty much make anything out of nothing.
Oliver, what in the hell are you doing?
Oh my God, it's them bullfrogs. They're coming after me. Don't you see them? There's hundreds of them out there, and they've all come for me. Oh, Oliver, you've been out in the sun way too long. Oh my God, he's right. Them's bullfrogs everywhere. And the beat of the lions is all a watching Oliver.
Now that's enough about them bullfrogs. Get back over here before I... Oh, they're looking at me. All of them.
There's a bunch of them right here in the front.
Oh, geez.
Some of them are wearing glasses.
And over there, it must be 100 of them.
Where in the hell did you find these guys in the swamp?
Okay. The bullfrogs will be there when we're done, and you can go talk to them. But now let's get down to business.
They know I didn't mean them any harm, don't they? Oh, it was an accident.
There was hundreds of them out there. I bet they was all smart. You could see it in their eyes.
You see, he thinks they're out to get him because he shot one of the kin just for the hell of it.
Well, that's something Oliver's just going to have to settle on his own time. We got business to tend to, and we're running out of time.
Okay.
Right, we need the three of you to build us something that looks like a drilling rig. Now, it don't have to work, it just needs to look like it could.
Okay.
I don't care if you have to take 2 outhouses and nail them on a wagon and bring them out. And, we're going to need a derrick.
Derek. I got it. How about we take this step ladder, 40-foot step ladder, we paint it up all silver like, and we nail it to the top of them outhouses.
That is actually a great idea.
And we need it tomorrow by 1 o'clock. We've asked all our investors to come out and watch their drilling rig head out to make them money.
1 o'clock. Yay to Nitschke. We don't have much time. We got to get out of here and go to work. Come on, guys.
Whoa. One more thing. Get your couple of buckets of oil and slather it all over the ground so it looks like there's oil just oozing up everywhere. Now, get to work. Me and Earl got some selling to do.
Say, Oliver, you got anything to say to these bullfrogs before we go?
I'm sorry.
Pardon me, are you gentlemen Mr. Vincent and Mr. Perkins?
Yes, I am Cleotis Vincent, and this is my business partner, Mr. Earl Perkins. How may we help you?
Well, I'm E.A. Barnum, and this is my wife, Mrs. Barnum. And we were visiting with our fine mayor just this morning, and he informed us of your vision to transform Flatonia into the leading oil producer in the world.
This is a chance of a lifetime. A chance to make a fortune.
Well, where do we sign up? We want to be a part of this project. And you can trust us. The mayor is our very best friend.
I'm sure y'all are worthy candidates, but don't you want to see our maps, our geological surveys, our proof that this land has oil in abundance?
Oh, no, we trust you. Just tell us where to sign.
Very well. Welcome to the Flatonia Oil Prospect Company. How many sections of land are you interested in purchasing? We sell them for $50 each.
What do you think, Mrs. Barnum?
Oh, well, I think we should shoot for the moon. Because after this, we won't have to worry about amassing an army or getting all our resources together.
Well, I think you're right, Pauline. Let's do shoot for the moon. By this time next week, we'll have a fortune.
Oh, this is an answer to prayer. It's too good to be true. It's a new beginning for Edward and Pauline. Now,
Ladies and gentlemen, money is flowing like water out of an open faucet. Act 3.
Flatonia had its share of excitement in 1920. When you combine what was happening in the schools, churches, businesses, social clubs, and family homes, there was enough to keep anybody as busy and as happy as they wanted. However, when the big oil project came roaring into town, it caught the attention of everybody. That oil project became the topic of conversation no matter where one landed. There was one thing for sure, everyone, absolutely everyone, wanted a piece of the action. If you listened to the two kind-hearted strangers, there were enough fortunes on their property to fill the pockets of every citizen in town. There was joy and jubilation on the streets of Flatonia.
Look at all this money. These folks in Flatonia sure are excited about our little oil project. Seems like everybody wants to get in on the action.
Cleotis, if I'm doing the math right, I figure we've got a dozen more sections to sell, and then we'll be out of here.
Excellent news, my good man. Once we sell those, we'll sneak out the back door and tell this little town bye-bye.
All I want on that train is our money bag.
Especially the money bag. I'll head to South Louisiana, you to Arkansas, and we will both take well-deserved vacations.
I hear somebody coming.
Ah, Mr. Mayor. Good to see you. Me and Mr. Perkins was just commenting on the speed in which you got that state highway paved. It's obvious you run a tight ship. And, who might this lovely little critter be?
This is my wife and First Lady of Flatonia, Wanda. As I mentioned yesterday, we want to get involved in your oil project.
Well, we appreciate your interest, Mr. Mayor. However, we're limiting the number of participants.
What Mr. Perkins is trying to say is, how much money do you have to spend?
Money is no issue. I own the largest cattle and cotton operation in all of Fayette County. Besides, I have plenty of political connections that might help you fellas down the line, if you know what I mean.
My husband, Harold, he not only serves as mayor, but he's also on the school board, the bank board, the agricultural health board, the board of supervisors for all the Fayette County schools, and he heads a committee attempting to find the remains of a dead elephant. Yes, indeed, a dead elephant that's rumored to be buried somewhere near the railroad tracks here in town.
Very interesting indeed.
And myself, I'm the secretary-treasurer for the Flatonia Shakespeare Society. It's an organization of women, much like myself, that endeavors to uphold a cultural standard that's all too often lost in these small Texas communities. Oh, it's a heavy burden. But I do my best. In fact, I'd say I excel at my contributions to the group.
Well, bless your little heart, Miss Faulkner. What a noble and unselfish person you are. You are to be congratulated. You know, I'd say y'all both have outstanding qualifications. And we're honored that you've taken the time to inquire about our investment opportunity. May I give you a formal presentation?
We don't have no time for no formal presentation. I've got a city to run. If Wanda's good with it, we're ready to sign on the dotted line.
Well, how many sections of land are you wanting to purchase? We normally sell them for $50 each, but in honor of having you and Mrs. Faulkner among our clientele, I'm willing to make you a special, one-time only offer. The deal is, I'll sell you one section for $50 or two sections for $100.
Earl, I don't think we've ever cut our prices that much.
Trust me, Cleotis, did you hear their involvement in the community? Mayor, bank board, school supervisor, and...
Now, don't forget the Shakespeare Society. It's one of the most respected organizations in town. And did I mention, I'm not only the secretary, but I'm also the treasurer.
As I was saying, Cleotis, these folks deserve a special deal.
Well, I think we might be getting the short end of the deal.
No way. We can still come out okay if we sell them one for $50 or two for $100. And I know it's too good for them to pass up, but these are the type of leaders we want as investors.
It's your call.
Okay, Mayor and Mrs. Faulkner, I will sell you one lot for $50 or two lots for $100. What do you think?
So you'll sell me one section for $50 or two sections for $100? That sounds reasonable to me.
Oh, now hold on just a minute. Something's fishy here. The numbers don't add up. I did tell you that I'm the treasurer for the Shakespeare Society, didn't I? So I've got a good head for numbers. Hold on just a second here now. Seems to me we might be getting shortchanged here, Harold.
I assure you, Miss Faulkner, I'm only looking out for your best interest.
My best interest, huh? Okay, I'll tell you what my best interests are telling me. If that's such a good deal, then the mayor and I would like to purchase 4 sections for $200. Now, what do you say to that?
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Mayor and Mrs. Faulkner, welcome to the team.
Here's your deeds. You settle the cash portion of your transaction with Mr. Perkins, our deal will be finalized.
Cleotis. Thank you. It's been a pleasure working with you. And Mrs. Faulkner, I will say, you do have a good head for numbers.
Now, hon, if you ever need help with your numbers and such, you know you can always call on me. That is, if I'm not too busy with the girls down at the society.
Y'all be sure to be back at 1 o'clock and you'll see our state-of-the-art drilling rig traveling down North Main Street to the land of oil and money.
Let's go, Harold.
Hello. Are y'all here about our investment opportunities?
Absolutely. I'm Raymond Marsh, and this here is my friend Carol Scott. We thought maybe we could be a small part of your big project.
There's never been an opportunity like this in Flatonia, and all we want is a little slice of that pie.
We don't have a lot of money, but it's like my third cousin always says, if there's a will, there's a way.
And we're hoping you fellas will help us find the way.
That we can do. After all, it doesn't matter how much you invest. It only matters that you've got cash.
Well, we're hoping we can just be lucky enough to buy our way in.
Luck? Did you say luck? Well, Raymond, you mind if I call you Isidore?
Isidore's fine, sure.
Well, Isidore, for starters, sometimes Mother Luck is looking in the opposite direction, if you know what I mean.
What do you mean looking in the opposite direction? I've never heard of such a thing.
It's true. Sometimes Lady Luck is standing there with the door of opportunity wide open, waiting for you to waltz right in. And at other times, bam, she'll slam that door right in your face. And unfortunately, this seems to be one of those slamming moments.
What Mr. Perkins is trying to say is we only have a few sections remaining, and they happen to be our most lucrative and expensive properties. We call them our blue chippers.
Wow, blue chippers. Well, that sounds expensive.
The fortunes are greater, and the chances of discovery are guaranteed when you're dealing with a blue chipper. Why, Cleotis nearly passed out when he smelled all the oil underneath those properties.
I get the feeling you two are taking aim at our pocketbooks,
Well,
right?
they are going to cost you a few dollars more, but the good news is they're going to make you a fortune.
Okay, like how much more?
These blue chip prospects go for a premium of $125.
$125? That's a lot of money.
Tell me, Ray, what kind of business are you in?
Well, I make furniture.
You mean you sell that glued together imitation wood furniture they sell out of the Sears Roebuck catalog? Is that what you do, Ray?
Oh, no, sir. Mine's all custom made, handcrafted, from some of the finest timber you can find. We design them, build them, and ship them all over the country.
That's interesting. You build custom-made furniture right here in Flatonia? Furniture maker. I don't think we ever had one of them before.
Nope.
Well, how about you, Miss Scott? You ever dabble in any money-making enterprises outside your usual knitting and sewing and household duties?
I guess you could call it dabbling. I buy buildings.
Buildings. You buy buildings. And just pray tell, how many buildings have you bought?
Oh my, 2 or 3, maybe even 4 or 5. It could be more. It's just too hard for me to keep up when I'm so busy with all of my housekeeping chores, you know.
Y'all are both talented. But let me ask you this. Are y'all gamblers?
Yeah.
Yes, sure.
Well, I tell you what I'll do. I'll flip a coin. If I win, you pay me my asking price of $125. If you win, it's $75.
Well, I'm good.
Count me in.
Earl, we have not won a coin flip since we have been in business. Why in the hell are we doing it again?
Our luck's gotta change at some point. Trust me, Cleotis. I mean, 18 straight losses? Our luck's gotta change sometimes.
So here we go again. Heads we win, tails they lose. It's stacked against us, Earl.
I kind of like those odds, don't you, Raymond?
Are you kidding me? 18-0 record? They might as well give us those deeds right now.
Okay, fine. Here's the coin. This is heads, this is tails. If I call heads and it lands on heads, I win and you pay me $125. If you call tails and it lands on tails, you lose and you give me my asking price. Understood?
I think so. Carol, you go first.
Earl,
Okay.
stop and think. 18-0. We don't stand a chance.
Cleotis, trust me on this. You understand the rules?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, I call heads.
Heads it is. I'm sorry, Miss Scott. Heads I win, tails you lose. Mother luck seems to have just gone and left the building. You'll be paying $125 for your section. Now, it's your turn, Mr. Marsh. Call it.
Okay, I'll call tails.
Oh my gosh, it's tails.
Oh, you're so good. I'm so glad for you.
How unlucky. How unlucky. You lose. Remember, heads I win, tails you lose, and it's tails. Mother Luck has abandoned you like a sickly little pup. But look on the bright side. Y'all have the best prospects in the entire field. And today's setback will be but a faded memory as you sit back and count your newfound fortune.
Here are your deeds. You can settle the cash portion of your transaction with Mr. Perkins, and our deal will be finalized.
Thank you and welcome aboard. And remember to be back at 1 o'clock and see our state-of-the-art drilling rig head out to the drill site.
I don't understand how we both lost, Raymond. Rotten luck, I guess.
You know, I don't think luck had anything to do with that.
No?
Something didn't seem right. Do you think he had a trick coin?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Excuse me, ma'am. How may we help you?
Oh, my name is Amy Price, and I would like to purchase some of your oil properties. That's what I want.
Surely, Miss Price, you must be mistaken. It takes a good deal of money to invest in our properties.
Oh, I got money, honey. I sold my house, my tractor, my horses, my cows, my chickens, my 2 precious goats. I cleaned out my savings account. I have nothing left, but I'm loaded with cash, and it's burning a hole in my purse.
Now, Miss Price, I don't think I would go and do anything as rash as to sell all your worldly possessions just to take a chance that there's oil on these properties.
No.
He's right, Miss Price. There's no guarantee that you'll make money. Maybe you shouldn't get involved in this.
How many sections do you have left?
6.
I'll take them all.
Miss Price, that's a lot of money.
With that many sections, you'll be the largest investor in the project. Won't you please reconsider, Miss Price?
No, this could be a new beginning for me. No more cows and no more locking chickens up at night and waiting for the rain to water my garden. Oh my gosh, you two are my guardian angels.
Well, while you're here, you might as well wait a few minutes because our brand new drilling rig is about to come rolling down Main Street.
You can hear it.
Is that it? There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, gather here by the front window. You will see our state-of-the-art drilling machine traveling down North Main Street as it makes its way out to the drill site. This is the most technologically advanced piece of drilling equipment in the world.
Tomorrow morning, that drilling rig will begin to make you money. Lots of money.
Oh, it's been a long time coming, Pauline. But I think our boat's gonna float again.
Isn't that a beautiful sight? What will they think of next?
But what are those 3 things hanging off of that wagon?
Well, I think it's 3 men. At least it looks like 3. I'm not sure about the one in the back. He looks like he has the attention of an army of bullfrogs following closely behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, why don't you go out to the drill site? Better yet, go home, pack a picnic basket, go out to the drill site, and watch as the Roughnecks prepare for tomorrow's historic day. Now, but just a word of caution, keep a safe distance away from the rig for your own safety. Now, run along.
Right, yeah.
Oh, how fun. I'm so excited.
Yay. Oh, yes.
Can we bring wine on?
Okay, Earl, let's back up this money and hit the road.
It'll only take a second. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Bye-bye, Flatonia.
Ladies and gentlemen, oil? What oil? Dreams and fortunes slowly fade away. Act 4.
The citizens of Flatonia were as happy as could be. Prosperity was staring them in the face, and it was a beautiful sight. Their problems were solved, their fortunes were made, and clear sailing was the forecast for their future. Then things began to change. Doubts entered the picture. Fingers started being pointed, and the vision of vast fortunes slowly faded. Black clouds were beginning to form over Flatonia, and the investors weren't sure what was happening. Is this just a bad dream, they thought? Or has reality unveiled its ugly face?
Gloom, despair, and agony on me. Oh, deep, dark depression, excessive misery. If they had no bad luck, we'd have no luck at all. Gloom, despair, and agony on me.
We've been scammed.
It's worse than being scammed. We've been embarrassed. We'll be the laughing stock of the community when the folks find out we were taken by 2 con artists. Are we sure they left town?
Positive. I spoke with Mrs. Crumpler down at the boarding house. It seems they took the midnight train to Easton. By now they could be anywhere in the country. This is terrible.
Terrible? Is that all you can say is terrible? Well, I say crappity doodle-doo. Can't you people think of anybody but yourselves? They're gonna vote me out of the Shakespeare Society quicker than green grass passing through a goose. I meant to say I'm the treasurer for that esteemed organization, and I let myself be fooled like that. Oh, the humiliation, the shame.
Mrs. Faulkner. Mrs. Faulkner, I hear what you are saying, but I suspect that you have missed your medications or you are in dire need of sleep. In either case, I don't believe that you can measure all of our losses against your red-faced blunder with the girls at the Shakespeare Club. Do you girls even read Shakespeare? Or do you old hens just sit around just jaw-flapping and gossiping?
Why, I never.
I'm sure you haven't.
Oh, now, ladies, this isn't going to solve anything. We need to just stop and all try to figure out a way to get out of this mess that we've all gotten ourselves into.
Well, first of all, I think we should take that 100 acres and put it up for sale, recoup some of our losses. And then, those fellas said that drilling rig was state-of-the-art. We could put that up for sale, too, make some more money.
Raymond, did you get a good look at that drilling rig?
Well, from a distance.
It was 2 outhouses nailed together with a fresh coat of paint. And that derrick, it was nothing but a tall stepladder painted silver. Yep, it looked good from a distance. That's why they made us keep our distance.
If I could get my hands on those 2 scum-sucking, low-life, fast talkers, I'd wring their necks.
Now, Mayor, let's be reasonable. It's over. We're not getting our money back. And even if we caught those guys, the money will have all been spent. No, all we can hope for now is just to return to our normal way of living and move on.
Move on? Have I told you about my involvement in the Shakespeare
Wanda,
Society?
zip it.
No miracles to be had. No.
Oh. Why are you folks looking so sad?
You should be happy and celebrating. Huh, celebrating? Are you serious? Rusty, do you know you're missing a leg?
This here, it ain't nothing. I can do just as much with one leg as I always could with two.
See, Rusty here had a little accident.
He got run over by an Uber driver.
Uber? He got run over by Uber driver.
Well, Uber ain't exactly his real name. His real name was Goober Driver. But old man driver had a speech impediment and false teeth, and he would try to say goober, stutter or goober. And he spit them old false teeth out. They go clattering across the old wood floor. His old blue tick hound dog had to pick him up and bring him on back to it. It was just easier for him to say Uber, so he just started calling him Uber Driver.
I am so confused. What are we even talking about here?
Well, the three of us that just came back to talk to you folks about their old prospect.
Well, I guess you boys hadn't heard. This whole operation was nothing but a big scam. Mr. Vincent, Mr. Perkins, they sold us useless property, and then they left town with all our money.
Yeah, we know that.
What? So y'all were in on this?
No, we didn't know nothing about it till last night. We went to collect our wages.
That's right, they owed us $4 each. We weren't about to let them walk out owing us that much money.
No, they was just leaving Mrs. Crumpler's boarding house carrying on bags full of money. So we here stopped them, asked them about our wages. They said they're going to send us a check in the mail.
Hell no, we told him. That pig ain't gonna fly. So he grabbed one of them bags of money, took out exactly $10, and told them guys to get out of town. Now, Oliver here figures they must be sneaking out of town for a reason, especially that late at night.
Well, our other brother's wife, cousin, works in Houston as a police officer. And luckily, Oliver here, he's got a twin brother, if you could believe that. So anyway, he's a telegraph operator downtown Houston. So we sent our other brother's wife, cousin, a telegraph telling him that he ought to be on the lookout on the midnight train out of Flatonia for the two scoundrels.
And when those two scoundrels got off their train in Houston, they were met by the law.
All right.
So were they arrested? Are they in jail?
Not exactly. No.
Did they escape? No, they didn't escape.
Well, what about our money? Is there they find any of our money?
That's why you folks should be celebrating. Your money was put on the returning train to Flatonia. We got it. Right here.
What?
Right as
But wait, there's more good news.
There's more. I don't know if I can handle the excitement.
Well, you all folks remember how Oliver here got a thing about the bullfrogs? Well, yesterday, one of the little green slimy critters crawled down this piece of drilling pipe we had smacked down into the ground.
So, old Oliver here, he grabs his gun and goes, bam, blast down that hole. And suddenly, there was a rumbling. And then there was a grumbling. And then there was a whole lot of shaking going on. And then, suddenly, Dusty, oil comes squirting out of that pipe, and it shot so high in the sky, just unbelievable.
Dusty and Rusty, they thought we just might be onto something. So they started banging pipe into each section of the property, and as soon as they did, I take my rifle and boom! Another squirt of oil so high up into the sky. Before you know it, we had oil squirting all over that field. It squirt way up high and then splash down. Splat!
Well, I thought we should call that whole old patch of y'all's a big old squirt pad. But Dusty over here, him being older and smarty pants, said we're going to call it a splash pad. So,
well, to make a long story short, well, that's just one gigantic oil field that you folks own. It's huge. You're gonna make a fortune.
Dusty, Rusty, Oliver, I can't tell you how much this means to everyone in this room. Now, I haven't taken a vote, but I'm certain that due to our appreciation, we want you to be partners and run the fields. You deserve it.
Okay, but you never told us what happened to Mr. Vincent and Mr. Perkins.
well, we was kind of saving you guys some good news for last. Them old Houston people thought that you Flatonia folks might want to dispense with your own brand of justice from them two guys.
So, here they are. Oh, come on, get it.
Shame.
Stand up straight. Stand
That money away.
up. Now, they're saying they got gold mines in Alaska. They're selling stock in that's worth millions.
Oh, Mr. Perkins. Mr. Perkins. How much would one of those gold mines sell for?
We'd sell you one for $50 or two for $100.
That sounds pretty good. Stop.
Well, that's all we have now. So, what's next? What do you think on that now?
Miss Amy,
Yes.
you're our largest investor.
Oh.
What's going to happen with you and your fortunes?
Oh. Oh. Well. I think I want to open a movie theater on South Main Street with a beautiful ice cream parlor next door, the best and most flavorful ice cream in the whole county. And when they finally bring pizza to Texas, many years from now, I'm going to open a big-time pizza joint behind that ice cream parlor. That's what I want. Amy, yes! And you know what they say, folks.
If it don't bite ya.
Tear off your leg, eat you alive.
If it don't stomp on your face.
If you got an extra key to the cuffs.
If it means having ice cream out on Main Street.
If it makes a bullfrog your best friend.
If it means roll around on an oil-filled splash pad.
And it still makes you money.
If all of that is true, then it's going to be a happy ending.
And folks, that's exactly what we have here tonight. A very happy ending. Because
we're in the money. We're in the money. We got a lot of what it takes to get along. We're in the money. We're in the money. Those
us from out of town, they tried to do us wrong. All of our starships and the bullfrogs in the ground. Now the oil is flowing, crashing, splashing all around. We're in the money, we're in the money. Let's spend it, lend it, send it. Let's spend it, lend it, send it. Let's spend it, lend it, send it. Rolling along.
As always, there is a kernel of historical truth to our madness. No bullfrogs were involved, and none were hurt in the production of this play. But there certainly was a Flatonia oil prospect. You might have noticed if you went through our silent auction line, there's a map of the Flatonia oil prospect, 100 acres plotted out. So that was real, and the excitement in town went like this. And it was reported weekly in the Flatonia Argus, the progress that was being made in the drilling. And there were picnics going out to watch at the drill site. So it was great excitement. And then it crashed. There was no fraud involved, but when the money ran out at 2,000 feet, they hit bedrock. The derrick and rig packed up, swanned out of town, and that was the last reference to it in the Flatonia Argus. But we've had fun with it, putting this together here. And I want to introduce our barn door players, but first let me thank Eddie Vallon and his crew for the lights, the sound, making it all come together. And Martin Cherry for the music and sound effects. And there was a time at the beginning of our rehearsals that Martin couldn't make it, and believe me, you don't want to hear us do a cappella. So thank you very much. Okay, so Louis Steinhauser. Our MC. Thank you, Louis. And we had Bernie Satterwhite playing the part of E.A. Barnum. And Jamie Steinhauser as Mrs. E.A. or Pauline Barnum. The part of Amy Price was played by Terry Ayler, who also did the voice of God between scenes. Joe Gaidas, the mayor of Flatonia. And on a side note, I've been chasing Joe since the first grade. I finally caught him. And in Act 2, Brian Milson makes his appearance as Cleotis Vincent and Gerald Freitag as Earl Perkins. Dusty, let's see. Dusty is played by R.J. Steinhauser. Rusty by Willie Steinhauser. And the inimitable Mike Patton as Oliver. Okay, and in Act 3, the cast expanded to include me, Judy Pate. Of the Flatonia Shakespeare Society. And we have Harry Sider back as Raymond Marsh. person to our cast this year, I think, was Tammy Collins, who actually does buy buildings. Okay, I know that the entire cast will want to join me, and a huge thank you to the creative force behind the production, Mark Eversole, writer, director, producer. And I always say we literally couldn't do it without his taking a bit of actual Flatonia history and weaving it into a hilarious farce. You've done it again, Mark, and we appreciate you so much. So again, thank you all for coming. We'll have about 15 minutes before this silent auction closes. Oh, what? Yes, absolutely. Sorry.
No, don't apologize.
You can say anything except that this is your last.
I didn't know you were a mind reader. For the first time in 13 years, we actually had an understudy. Pat Satterwhite helped us in the event that we might have a sick cast member or something. So, Pat, you deserve a lot of applause for helping us and being ready. And I would just like to thank the men and women who have worked so hard to bring this entertainment to you. They're really good, and it was a pleasure working with them. And Judy.
And may I remind you that in case some of this falls into your hands, it is plainly marked as printed money. Please do not try to pay for your silent auction items. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks. Welcome again. Hope you had fun.
Got a lot of what it takes to get along. We're in the money, the skies are sunny. Oh man, depression, you are through, you done us wrong. We never see a headline about a bread line today. And when we see the landlord, we can look that guy right in the eye. We're in the money, come on, my honey, let's